Hey, hey, I'm Kings. I decided to start a YouTube channel, YouTube show. It's not a show, it's a channel, I guess. That's what everyone's calling it. That's what YouTube wants you to call it. But anywho, that's not important. Uh, I just wanted to start a YouTube channel and see where it goes. Main focus just my life as a reseller, as a seller, as a developer in general. I used to do web design, but then the company I worked for kind of had to let me go because of money issues. But it's all good. Um, so yeah, I just like selling things and learning new things in general. And I have a handbag website out there that I'm slowly trying to build. It's funny how I got into handbags, but that's a different video for a different time. But yeah, I also just sell knickknacks on eBay and trying out Amazon. And my new adventure into trying to flip cars. I'm actually sitting in a car that's supposed to be a investment. I 2 weeks ago. Let me fast forward a little bit. This car was a mistake. I mistakenly bought this car. Now let's get into the story. So 3 weeks ago, I downloaded Copart. It's an auctioning site onto my app. No, onto my. Sorry, this is my first time even trying this. Onto my phone, and if you know anything about Copart or buying cars from auctions, a regular person can't buy a car, but under certain events, you know how to word it. That's another thing with me. I'm very bad with explaining things, so this is a bad idea of starting this YouTube channel. Anywho, under certain circumstances, you can actually a normal person can buy a car, and that's what happened to me. So I've had the app. It was like a week. I was just playing around. I've always tried to like bid on a car, and they would be like, "No, you can't bid on a car. You don't have your license." I'm like, meh. And they're like, "That's such a perfect car. I want it." And so one day I was just scrolling. I was walking home because I didn't have a car. I haven't had a car for 2 years, and I've been wanting to like save up for a Dodge Ram, and I was just like, yeah, it's so expensive to just save up for a Dodge Ram. Dodge Ram. Anywho, yeah, I wanted a truck. All my cars were Hondas or Volkswagens, stick shift, and I just wanted to change things, but never really got to saving up for the car, or I saved up, but I just like kept on like meh, playing around. But the way how I think is, if it's something an investment, I'll buy it like the next day. I'll buy it right now. If it's an investment, I think it's a good investment. I won't even like bat an eye. But if it's like something personal for me, I'll like research and like I don't know. I can't afford this. I don't want to spend my money. That's just how my mind thinks. If it's investment, I'll buy it right now. If it's personal for me, I can hold off. I don't need it. Maybe next time. Anywho, back to this car that I'm sitting in. I was on the auction site, and then I was just scrolling through, and it said, for this car, it said, place max bid and a big blue button on the app. I've never seen that before. I clicked on it, and it was like, put max bid, and I clicked max bid without even thinking, and it's like, you are now currently the top bidder, and I'm like, what? I thought it was gonna give me a message saying you can't bid, but I'm like, okay. So I'm walking home. I was listening to music. I got home, and my phone rings. Like it makes a notification, and I look up and it says, "You won. Uh, you won the black BMW 2005." I'm like, what? No, ish, kinda. I don't know. And everyone was like, "You're so stupid. You're so stupid. Why would you do that? Just don't even like pay for the car. Just delete the app." And I was like, no, I want to try out flipping cars, and Copart will be a good tool for it, for getting cheaper cars that I can get, and not always like, in my local area, but whatever. So this car was in Minnesota, and I won the bid, and I'm like, I'm not gonna like just give up. The car was $720. I was like, okay, I got a car for $720. I call up my brother-in-law. And I'm like, yo, I won that car. He's like, oh my god, you won the car. This is the worst thing that can happen. Because he was like, you're not gonna win. What's gonna happen is they're gonna and then give you a counter offer, because it was on price reserve or whatever, and they actually had a price set that they wanted, which was like 25, not 25, 1500 or something like that. And so he's like, just counter offer the same price, and they'll they'll say no, and then you can move on from there. Next day, they didn't say no. They accepted the offer. I'm like, oh my god. So I got the car. Then I learned you have 3 days to get the car off of Copart. I'm checking the shipping costs through Copart app. It's $1,500 to move the car. Oh my god. So I scrambled, I Googled, and I found a shipping company. Or no, a shipping company found me. I put my information on a website. Literally hundreds of emails, texts, and phone calls. Hi, Kings. We see that you have a car in Minnesota. We would like to move it for you. Blah 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 blah. And basically, it's just a bidding war against all these dispatchers that get you the truck driver. And I basically just went with probably the fifth person that called me with the lowest price. There was people who gave me lower prices, but it was after, and it was like $20 lower, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. But yeah. So it was my first time bidding, first time getting a car from a different state. So yeah, last Friday I picked up the car, because he came down here. He picked up he gave me the keys. I picked up the car, gave him the money, and then I was worried that the car wouldn't drive or turn on, even though in the listing it said it turns on and runs. But I was watching like horror stories on YouTube about, bought this car for Copart and it doesn't even run, but it said it ran. But whatever. It turned on. I can even show you. Let's see if I can. So it turns on. But the issue now is, after I installed the battery, the issue was we found that there's a coolant leak. It's the coolant reservoir. And I already bought the part. It's supposed to be here this Friday. And yeah, that's this car. It is a 2005 BMW 330 Xi. I know nothing about BMWs. And yeah. So I first got into this car. Let me show you the car. When I first got into the car, I'm like, holy smokes. This car is super clean, bruh. It's super clean. Leather, there's no tears on anywhere on the leather of this car. I feel like the person who owned this car before did not like have passengers, or it was just a very clean, very collective person that didn't do that that didn't do much. And I did get a history of the car, and the car's history is like flawless. Always got his checkups and everything. And yeah, the only issue I have so far, except for the coolant, is there's 2 rust spots. So this is from a state where it snows. Oh yeah. So there's a rust spot here, and there is a rust spot here. I don't even know if you would call it a rust spot. If anyone does watch my first video, please tell me what you would call this. A warp, bubbling under the paint. I don't know. I guess, oh, there's a 3rd rust spot right here. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to see how much that costs to fix. But other than that, this car is flawless. Look at this. Beautiful leather seats. Everything is like clean. Obviously I need to wash the car and do some detailing, but I mean, for a $700 car, and I did drive it here, it's pretty good, I would say. This is like a thick layer of gunk. And this car has, so this is the other issue, I guess. This car has 192 miles on it. 192,000, I mean. Let's go into the trunk. Not the trunk, I mean the bay. I'm gonna do some detailing here. I'm gonna clean this up, make it nice and shiny. Over the weekend, I went kind of crazy, and I already bought, get in the car first. I already bought some upgrades for the car. Some light stuff, some stuff right here for here, some stuff for the trunk, and yeah. The car had a sunroof. I love sunroofs. That's just a little whatever. But yeah, this is my first car investment that I'm going to try to flip. Now, my idea right now is to drive the car for a little bit. I haven't had a car in over 2 years. So it feels nice to be in a car for, yeah, it just feels nice to be in a car. But I'm going to clean up the car a little bit. There's not much to clean. I'm going to see how much those rust spots, I don't even know if it's worth it, but I'm going to try to see how much it costs to clean up those rust spots that you saw there. I'm gonna drive it. Oh, okay. I saw my roommate. Whatever. What was I saying? Oh, clean up those rust spots. Do some detailing in here. The detailing here is what? Vacuum, and then put some leather protector or something on here. There's nothing really much to do inside. Fix the coolant reservoir or replace it, and then go from there. I already checked the computer, and my mechanic said its engine, everything's in perfect condition. It just has almost 200,000 miles on it. Yeah, so let me close this for a second. I don't know if it's picking up. So yeah, that is the plan for this car. We're gonna drive it a little bit, save up more money so I can buy another car, and then see which car I want to sell and which car I don't want to sell. Well, I'm gonna eventually sell both cars, but which one am I gonna sell first? That's the thing, because I don't want to go back to walking and taking Uber and whatnot. I just want to have a nice transition to cars like this. Now I know there's a limit. I did my research. I know there's a limit. So eventually I'm going to have a limit of cars I can actually sell throughout the year as an individual. So I know eventually I'm going to have to get an LLC or work with a dealer that will allow me to buy cars under their name and then pay them a certain percentage or something of that nature and do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I also have other things I want to do. I guess I can post up as well for my handbag website. I guess this is going to just be a general me finding things to sell and resell and all the things I guess I'm not trying to say bad things. All the mistakes I make, I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not a perfect person. I'm far from perfect. I'm not gonna hide anything that I'm gonna say, yo, I made this mistake. And hopefully you guys can learn from it. And this is me starting from down here, trying to get up here. Wait, let me redo that. I don't want to be right here. Give me 1 second. Me starting from here, getting up here. Yeah. It's going to be a long journey, but hopefully, no, not hopefully, I will get there. But yeah, I know this is probably like one of the worst first YouTube videos. Probably not, but yeah. I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. I'll be sharing things I've learned throughout this journey. And then I'll probably just do random videos as well. At least I'm gonna try. Hopefully next video is gonna be me getting my tag and installing the reservoir. And then after that, I plan on driving up to, because there's an issue with my tag. The tag was owned by some other company that didn't even know I got the car. And it just so happens that they're in Florida, but they're like 3-4 hours away from me. And I'm gonna take a risk and drive this car a couple hundred miles on its first road trip. I'm gonna do a little day trip with it and go up there and clear up the tag issue. I could mail it, but that's no fun. I wanna have some adventure. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be within this month. I don't have any cool outro music. I don't have any cool visual effects where I can do this. But hopefully I'll learn and then get some of these going and whatnot. I really enjoy, I don't even know their names. They're out in Monaco. Well, when I figure out their names, I'll put it somewhere right here. They're out in Monaco. It's this couple with their friend. I remember the friend's name. His name is Ben. And he's like the editor / video guy. They own a company called Douchebags, yeah. I love their YouTube. I want to get to that level and get past that and keep going. Douchebags, yeah. Shout out to douchebags. They don't need my shout out because there's gonna be like one person watching this video. I really do like douchebags. I've watched a lot of their videos. One day I'll probably go to Monaco and randomly like, oh hey, I know you guys, but secretly I went there to say hello to them on my yacht. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Hopefully everyone has a blessed day. And you come back. Please subscribe, like, and follow. Subscribing is following. So follow, share, and like. And you will see more of my randomness, my bad English, and my mistakes. And hopefully some flips. I should call the channel The Flip. The Flipper. The Flipper. And my logo would be like a dolphin's fin. Or is it called a flipper? I don't know. But anywho, yeah, I think the flip would be cool for this series or this YouTube channel. I'll think about it. I'm pretty sure it's taken already, but whatever. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.